I've been to about 8 countries this year alone and built social circles in each. What secrets I'm about to unveil to you are going to allow you to build an international social circle. Going to make you an international playboy in each country and allow you to connect with some people that you didn't even know existed. So let's get into it. The uncomfortable truth is that social circle building, as well as travel, is not something that mix very well. I'm here to tell you some tricks that I've learned over the past 8 countries that you're able to implement and what not to do that has stopped me along the way. Now, the first one came to me when I started to travel a long time ago and I didn't know anybody. And I thought, this is really hard to make friends. This is really hard to connect with girls. Back in the day, we didn't have the likes of Instagram. We're talking 2014, 2015. First discovered this going into last year and the year before. I realized that travel and social circle, even though the uncomfortable truth is they might not mix well, there is a way to do it. This way is by traveling to destinations that you already have friends in. I don't travel to random places. It's not like I throw a dart on a world map and then travel to that spot. I make a calculated assessment at the people that I know in each city. So the first thing is that you have to keep tabs on the friends that are traveling and moving around. Caught up with the boy here, look at that.
Let's go.
I'm in his pad, we can't show too much, right?
Give him a quick glance, Hey.
Anyways,
to Miami, my man. Let's go.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. It's been a vibe. When you start to connect with people that are between the ages of 18 to say 35, they are in online money, they are in escaping the matrix, you might say, they are in wanting to better their life, you will find that these people will start to travel. It's very good to keep a keen observation of which countries they go to while you are talking with them. Now, if you do that, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to have friends already in the city. You don't have to even make friends. You don't even have to do anything. You've already done the hard work. And if you do the hard work, then it makes everything easier. You kind of think ahead. You're planning ahead. You're future projecting. You future project, that's how you can travel. If you don't future project, everything just becomes a little bit harder. It doesn't mean you can't do it, it just becomes harder, and you want to make your life as simple as possible.
I put careers on shelves like Amazon distribution center. Hell, really hate to call on broski for the dirty work. I'd rather do it by myself. Clack, clack, clack. My tour route and leave a lazy nigga dizzy. Got more traction when the hair salon is busy. Flow for days like that river Mississippi. Freaky nigga like I sing with Pretty Ricky.
You might say, Sam, I don't have those connections. I'm not part of the cool community that knows international entrepreneurs all around the world. They're doing cool lifestyle stuff. And heck, I wasn't like that when I started either. But what I realized was I had to do something. I couldn't just say, poor me, I'm a victim. I had to be the initiator. One of the rules that I have in my mentorship program is be the initiator. Life rewards people that are initiators. So I started to be active online. That thing that I have, my phone that I have, I was just like, where is it? It's over there. My phone that I have allows me access to the internet. There are other people that are also on the internet. So joining communities, joining groups, having access to different people on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and connecting with people via like-minded interests, hobbies, things that you actually care about. You do this because you're not just finding some rando and like, oh, let's connect. You're finding people that you share common interests with because you'll share the same mindsets and have the same thoughts, also the same experiences. So when you have the same experiences, you have a lot more to talk about.
Maserati, mad shot. Throw some 10 on, get some real, drink some mad dog. Richer than I ever been, I don't want no cost. I told my bitch if she don't win, then I'ma drop off.
I can do right now 5 o'clock, like look at this. This could be you. And you could get girls coming to the tennis court showing their fucking big ass titties. You know what I'm saying?
For me, what was pivotal was finding the group on Twitter in about 2020, 2021 called Money Twitter. This allowed me, because I was growing, I was getting more into entrepreneurship, allowed me to connect with people. And over the years that I wasn't even allowed to travel, I built up my repertoire of different people. I know these people were from Miami. I know these people were LA. I commented on their stuff. I liked their stuff. I called them. I messaged them. I gave them a shout out here and there. I added value where I could. And that allowed me to build these connections. And then I kept a keen observation, like rule number 1, of where they were. Los Angeles, Miami, there's in Dubai, that person's in Estonia, that person's in Asia.
We're getting warmed up. I still think we got some more right, 40-30.
Mr. Ben Bader, YouTube connoisseur. We're out here in Miami, right? And this is the shit that you can do. You go to places that you know people. Hit up Ben. He was like, yo, you want to come to the tennis? So we're at the tennis. And he's thrashing my ass. What's the score?
4-3 at the moment. He's old, I gotta say. He's almost 30, right?
What? Shut the fuck up. I don't know that fuck. No, 24 guy. Nah, Ben's killing me in this one. So yeah, it's good that you can actually do stuff, right? And that's how you fucking get shit done. You do stuff with different people. You go like, what are you doing tonight? Blah, blah, blah. You know, Ben's ditching me tonight, but you know.
I got no hose either.
No hose. He's man of Christ. Because I understood that you could just go randomly to a country and try to meet as many people as possible. Heck, you could go to the nightclub and you can meet lots of people. But there is always an element and a degree of luck when doing that. And you can't always just allow the world to throw opportunities at you, because there might be some sort of festival, there might be a wet season, there might be just no one's at that city. It's not the right time, right place. So you can't always bank on life handing you that opportunity. So I like to take that on board. You won't see me going to many places that are new unless I'm just testing the waters. I'll go there for a couple of days, I'll go there again, or I'll ask some friends and I'll go, hey, do you guys know anybody? You know, and I'm talking to friends regularly every single day, as many times as possible. And through that, they ask me where I'm going, and I'm saying, I'm going here, I'm going there. I'm asking where they're going. And, oh, I got my boy there. Or I might ask them a question, hey, has anyone been in there? I know a couple of friends of mine have some close friends stories on Instagram, and they'll be hearing, hey boys, you know, they add all their friends. They'll be like, hey boys, has anyone been to here? Does anyone know anybody? And again, it's really important to, when you come across a connector, when you come across someone that is well plugged in to a city or knows a lot about a city, you're going to find that you want to hang on to those people as much as possible, because they're the people that you can hit up and say, hey, do you know anything about this city? Hey, do you know anyone in this country? Hey, what do you recommend me doing there? And they might not know it. They either know it or they might know someone that knows about that city. And so that gets me to rule number 3. When building an international social circle, when meeting these people, when having this presence and becoming that international playboy a bit, you have to have your Instagram on point. If your Instagram represents you well, it's not just you holding a fish or you hugging your grandma. I'm sorry, grandma. It's a bit cringe, I know. It really hurts me to say that. If you're representing well, when you connect with these people, they will have a look at your Instagram. You'll notice that if you connect with a girl or you connect with some entrepreneur or a cool guy, the first thing they do when they leave the conversation is scroll your Instagram. You'll see them like a couple of photos, or you'll like a dozen photos. Heck, if you're at the Latinas around here, man, they will like every single photo you have. That is also kind of like a second interaction you're having with them. If that is a negative experience for them, they look at it, they go, oh, this guy is weird. He presented himself like that, but here it's a bit weird. They usually will not want to hang out with you. You want to make it as cohesive as possible. I met him here, he was cool. Then his Instagram is also cool. A positive experience, voila, a great experience, they're more likely to hang out with you. So I knew as soon as I would get into a conversation with anyone and ask them, hey, what's your Instagram? I'll add you on Instagram. I knew that I was already in the green light, because as soon as they came on my Instagram, voila. So if you are traveling, you want to connect with people and your Instagram isn't on point, what are you doing? You actually have the perfect opportunity to build your Instagram out. You are traveling. All you have to do is get a tripod and learn how to pose and take photos yourself. It's very, very simple. If you watched my last video about how I built a social circle in Los Angeles in 30 days, you would have noticed that I did a technique called the yes man theory. If you haven't, go watch that video, you'll understand. In that, I say yes to a lot more opportunities. I'm gonna give an example of me saying yes to an opportunity recently, and you're gonna see I might have connected with people that were aligned with me or not, but it allows you an idea of start to say yes to more opportunities. Sure, we're not as good as you guys. Yeah, come on. Come through. 2-on-2, Ronnie.
You got the
He said he's better than you, so I figured, could be nervous.
Even though we didn't connect too much, we chatted for a while, we played tennis together, it still gives you an idea of I'm always saying yes to new things. That allows new opportunities to arise. It's almost like the world tests you a little bit, you know, and says, you know, is he about this opportunity? Does he like this? And the more you say yes, the more the world starts to give you more opportunities to say yes to. Now, the last point is for the advanced guys. You can go to random places. You can go travel around the world if you fill in these categories. Number one, your Instagram is on point. It looks good. You have more than 12 photos. You have a couple of thousand followers. You're showing off your lifestyle. There's friends in there. There's cool experiences. That's number one. Number two is if your dating apps are on point. This means that they're not just like you've thrown them together. No, you've got a script that you run through. Your app and your photos are in sync. They're very curated. Your prompts are curated, and you've tested it before in different countries. And number three, if you can do a cold approach. Now, this is a cold approach on a female. This is also striking up conversations with other guys. If you have the ability to do this, then you can go to random cities around the world and make friends. There is the caveat to this that is it's OP, overpowered. You ever played Call of Duty when OP overpowered? That is pub crawls. Pub crawls are fantastic. Majority of time, everyone doesn't know each other or they have little groups, and the pub crawls, what they do is they mesh you together and make you interact. These are fantastic. If you are in a new city, you want to meet a shit ton of people. Go find the latest pub crawl, go do it. You can say, hey, what's your Instagram? And you'll find that you'll make connections like that. Even though that might not be your scene, you might be a little bit more luxury. If you're starting from ground one, you have to have some sacrifices. You have to sacrifice a bit of luxury at the start and then raise the bar from there. So many people say you can't do social circle while traveling, but in those 5 tips I just showed you, number one, that usually you travel to places that you already have friends. Number two, if you don't have friends already, start to make friends in communities, and you'll find that you'll be able to connect with them. You'll know where they are. You'll be able to travel to them. Number 3, your Instagram must be on point. Number 4, you start saying yes to a lot of new things. And number 5, for the advanced guy, your dating app's on point. If you have your Instagram on point, as well as you can cold approach, you will 10x your ability to be able to connect with people. If you want to learn how you can do this for yourself, you're a traveling entrepreneur, you're someone that travels and you want to make this a lot quicker, what I want you to do, all you got to do is click the link below and you can download my free ebook. It's 70 pages of me going into depth about stories, giving you very practical guides, and all you have to do is click the link below, download it, read it. It's hilarious. I put jokes in there, try to make it funny. I know it's funny. But Sam here, checking out, and I hope to see you traveling someday. I actually met a fan in the airport the other day, so it was very cool. So if you see me about, say hello. It's Sam here checking out. I'll see you in the next video.